We've been working with our retailers all the way through lockdown. We were doing weekly Zoom calls with our retailers to talk about the lockdown and any changes in that. We were obviously still operating the centre to make sure it was well maintained. During lockdown, we were continuing with retailers who were coming in and visit the units, but weekly we were talking about how we would emerge from this. And it's been really important to keep us all together and to keep us on the same wavelength as we come through it. The footfall is down. It's very much tracking with where we think the city centre is tracking at the moment. So we do have less customers coming in. Some of that's brought about with the offices not being back into the city centre, restrictions in public transport. The tourists aren't in the city at the moment. So we know that there is a decline in that footfall.
We reckon we've lost about 40%. Obviously, we know we've shut down in between, but we've lost about 40% of business at the moment. Huge impact. We don't know what it means for all the staff. We fortunately for staff not wanting to come back, we haven't made any redundancies. They've decided to not come back. So at the moment, we have our regular staff that have been with us for four years. They're still with us working normal hours. And the ones that haven't come back, they decided to not come back anyway, so no one's been made redundant. The major impact is on myself and my husband. We own it, so I'm working 7 days a week at the moment to cut down staff costs.
We put in place a number of measures, all with customer safety in mind. We've put in social distancing, which is supported with signs throughout the centre. In some places that's given us one-way systems, again to make sure that customers are safe. We've put in place extra hygiene measures also, so we've got hand sanitisers throughout the centre. Customers visiting our toilets will also see some measures which again include one-way systems, social distancing and extra hygiene in the toilets. And in our food court, which is a massive operation for the centre, we've put in place the government's Test and Protect system, where we collect customer details coming into the centre. And we also have social distancing in there. And of course, everyone in shopping centres at the moment is required to wear masks.
We've looked at the government guidelines, and the most important things we've done is for the safety of the staff and the customers. We have got the PPE equipment. We've done all the measuring out of all our tables. We've taken out tables and chairs, so we've got screens. We've also have hand sanitisers at the front entrance and at the back entrance of our shop. We've also got guidelines for customers can see. All our staff have gone on and done online training, all to do with the government guidelines too. Our cleaning schedules are now done with, rather than using cloths, we're using paper towels, and obviously more frequently cleaning the toilets and individual sites. So we've completely changed our cleaning schedule. Behind the counters, we don't need to wear masks, but we feel out of respect for each other and for our customers, it makes them feel safety. So we are in our shop are wearing masks all the time.
Wearing masks is a good idea. It saves people catching the virus and end up in the hospital.
I was wearing a mask when I came in, wear a mask in the public transport and when I come into the shops. Just got to remember to put it on. It's great to get the mask off and it's great to be in the coffee shop again. But a little bit of normality.
If there's someone in the centre the same time as another customer who then goes away and tests positive, then they get notified about it. So they get them to fill in just a couple of wee details. It's not particularly mandatory, but we ask them and we recommend that they do it for us. So yeah, and most people are quite happy to do it. It's quite a good wee system we've got going, and for the beginning of it, people were just a wee bit taken back by it, but it's been a few weeks we've been doing it now and people are quite happy to do it.
People have been in lockdown and they've not necessarily been in the city centre and they've not necessarily been shopping for quite a number of months. So coming in, I think the signage is reassuring people that we've got the measures in place. We're seeing a lot of people using the hand sanitisers. So I think all of those measures at a time when people are feeling quite unsure, to see all of those and to see them quite clearly is certainly helping them feel safe. 95% of customers coming through the door are already wearing a mask when they come in. If they're not wearing a mask, then we'll either ask them if they brought a mask. If they haven't, then we'll give them a mask. We have free masks on offer. We've also got to be mindful that a lot of customers may have reasons for not wearing a mask. So therefore, we're there to remind them, we're there to help them if they need to have a mask, but also we're not going to pry too much. If they've got a reason for not wearing a mask, then that's okay.
It's hard on your face, it's sore and it's hard to breathe. But I would do it because I'm a safety and everyone else's safety.
It's annoying, so it is, especially when you're in and out of shops and taking it off and that.
The new normal.
It's quite normal now when you see everybody with a mask on, so you don't feel out of place or anything. But
This doesn't protect us, this is for us to wear to protect other people.
You can't breathe when you come into the shops. It's frustrating and you take your mask off, you put your mask back on again and it's just not the same. Definitely not the same.
It's good that they've got the guys at the door with the masks. It's always a positive. Say the hand sanitisers, this is as far as I've went, so that's as much as I've seen and you can't ask for any more. So far so good.
We're certainly seeing people coming back into the city centre and we're seeing people who want to be in the city centre. I think there's a long way to go to get Glasgow back to what we would have seen a year ago. And again, that's getting that population of office workers back into the city, definitely getting the tourists back into the city, obviously getting students into the city as well again. So I think there's still a lot of measures that have to be there, but I think the general sentiment towards getting Glasgow back on track is there.